Camping and retreats is an opportunity to step out of the busyness of life. It's a chance to stop and do something different. And that's an important part of not only our mental well-being and our physical well-being, but also our spiritual well-being.
When you're at StarLake, you have the freedom to think, and you have the peace to do that. You have StarLake and the wilderness and the quiet, and you aren't forced to be on a schedule.
So a lot of our campers have traditionally been coming to this camp, or their families have been coming to this camp for forever. The other thing that draws people is the fact that it's outside, and it's a different way to do the camping experience. You get to be outside, you get to be immersed in God's creation and nature, and it's kind of hard to ignore God's existence when you're surrounded by His beauty.
Well, you do a lot of stuff and it gives you like a different perspective of the camping. Like actually in the woods instead of just cabins.
Well, you said you wanted
And
to go
having
home.
it be a smaller camp, you get to know the people more.
I think it's really fun. You get to do lots of activities, get to play lots of games. I like the part of cooking over the fire. That's one of my favorite parts. Have a lot of beach time.
We offer two main different programs. For middle schoolers, we have outdoor experience where they're in tents, they're cooking over the fire.
Well, essentially we take what the woods has and a few of our own things, and we create a living space.
You're sleeping in a tent you have your flashlight, and at night you have the firelight a lot, and it really feels like you're sleeping out in the woods.
StarLake is great for personal growth and spiritual growth because it teaches you how to grow individually, because it gives you all these challenges that you don't get on a normal basis. By being in nature, you're challenged to think outside of the box with things. And you're kind of in a solitary mode, so you're challenged to reflect on what kind of person you are and what kind of person you want to be.
I was a really shy kid, and I was really dependent on my parents, and when I started coming to camp, it's when I started learning about independence and how to assert myself and how to articulate different ideas in a community setting. And I really like to implement that with the kids and seeing them gain their own independence. It's pretty cool.
Then we also have a high school program which is very successful, and it's called Service Staff, and where in the mornings they work on service projects. So they're doing service projects around camp, stuff we need in order to survive. So while they're here, they're also giving back.
Service camp is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. And things we learn more here than at like a regular camp are like, we do a lot of sawing, so we learn how to use tools, and we learn how to take care of the woods around us.
I think service staff is unique among camps because it gives you a chance to kind of see what the staff role would be like. You get to hang out with the staff for meals, and you get free access to the kitchen, free access to the fridge, and you work hard every day.
And our service staffers stay in these 100-year-old trapping cabins, just really, really nice. But the accommodations are pretty rustic, and the kids really seem to like it. It really adds to the wilderness environment.
It's a good place to meet friends, and these friends like last really long because you're with them 24/7, and that's a really good experience to have.
We also have a family camp area, which is kind of like a DNR site, where there are sites where families can stay at them. They bring their own tents, they cook over their fire there. It has a bathhouse with a shower facilities.
I hope that they leave with an idea of self-reliance, and they come out here and they realize that they don't need the cell phones and the computers and the shopping malls, and that they can have really awesome experiences with just a group of people they don't know and the woods.
They're not just family with their brothers and sisters and mom and dad back home, but with everyone that inhabit this earth.
My biggest goal is that the kids leave here not just wanting to come back and have fun, but knowing that there's something more behind the fun. I want them to have a yearning, and for that yearning to have a place to be nurtured so that they can continue to understand the role of God in their life and the role of Christian community in making this world a better place.
I feel like being here is making me closer to God. And
Like he set apart this spot for us and has made it beautiful and made it so that we can all experience it and make friends.